Hey everyone, Rick here, and I just received this package not long ago, UPS, actually right in the middle of the latest game night that I was hosting. And so, to break up the monotony of all of those post-game thought videos that I've been doing, I thought I would take an unboxing. This is a pretty hefty box of Playmobil. So if you've seen definitely some of my older videos, I've done Playmobil unboxings in the past. This one should be pretty good. There's a lot of stuff in here, so let's dive right in. It looks like the box has gone through some stuff, and it was already kind of slit open here, so we'll hopefully, be able to see that nothing's missing. So here we go. Thankfully without requiring any special tools. So as you can see, this is chock full of wonderful Playmobil goodness. Now, one of my last Playmobil videos, they included a DVD of their latest Playmobil movie, which I loved. It was a Knights and Castles video. And I've seen their latest one. I think it's their latest, the one about pirates. So, I don't know, maybe somewhere in here that'll be in here. I really hope it is, because that was so cool they did that last time. But as always, they include a catalog. This is the latest 2016 catalog with their little add-ons insert in here. Love it. So that's that. So, starting out, we can really start anywhere. First of all is this. Now, some of this was in their discontinued or about to be discontinued sale. I can't remember if this was or not, but Playmobil will email you. Just sign up for their free newsletter or whatever. They'll email out coupons all the time. So I placed this gigantic order because they had sent me a 20% off coupon, so that's not too bad. Anyway, this first set here is a woolly mammoth skeleton and hide tent for these cavemen. I just thought that's really cool. I like collecting the different factions of medieval knights and warriors and all sorts of stuff. So to get a set of these caveman warriors in a little tribe is just fantastic. And apparently you can put this mammoth together as a skeleton as well. So that's cool. Next up we have, speaking of pirates, this is the Advent calendar. Now I'm definitely not going to be using this as intended. I really just got this for all this cool stuff, especially. I can't remember, I don't know if this is the only place to actually be able to get this ghost pirate or not, but that's really one of the things I got it for, especially all the, little treasure pieces and stuff. So, a good accessory pack. Next up, we have, and I can do a bunch of these at once because some of these are duplicates. This is the Falcon Knights. Now, they come out with different factions of knights. I thought the Falcon Knights were long gone. They had come out with that huge castle set for them, which has been discontinued for a while now, I think. But then, this is brand new. I don't know if they had this released before, and this is just a re-release, but these are army packs of the Falcon Knights. So I missed out on the Falcon Knights the first go around, so it's kind of cool to be able to collect them now. So what is there? Maybe 2 of those. These are like Falcon Knights with a ballista. So, very cool. And then there's a couple of these. And if you saw my last Playmobil unboxing, you may have seen that they did this kind of generic knight set. They were blue knights with like an axe on their shield. I don't think they were ever like an official faction. So they came with this same kind of not almost kind of like a battering ram thing, but a siege engine that looked just like this. So they reissued that with Falcon Knights. So again, a great way to build those up even without necessarily being able to get the Falcon Knights castle at a decent price. Another thing I love about getting all these sets in a huge order like this is a lot of times it is still kind of like a kid on Christmas for me, because who even knows what I added to that shopping cart. So next up are these Lion Knights. Same deal. They came out with that big Lion Knights castle that's been discontinued for a while. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, new, it says on the website, are these Lion Knight sets. So I grabbed a few of these to build up these Lion Knight forces that I had missed out on. So this is a pretty big siege engine with a couple Lion Knights. And there are 4 of them in total, just for army building purposes. Next we have, there's going to be a couple of these also, these Egyptians. Now see, that's another thing, you know, they had this whole Egypt historical theme. This was one of their army building kits for the Egyptians, so you got a bunch of Egyptian warriors there. And there's actually a few of them in here. Can't remember exactly how many of these I picked up, but there's another one. Next we have some of these really cool sets. Now the reason I like these so much, I'm not a big fan of the take-along style of sets, because even though that provides some neat scenery, with having that, you know, handle or whatever carrying case style thing really doesn't fit in with the rest of your castles and stuff. But these sets typically come with exclusive figures that you can't normally get, which you can then easily add to your collections. Like that king looks really cool. You have a knight there and just a bunch of accessories, so awesome. Along those same lines, here is another one of those take-along style sets. This one comes with a blacksmith. They have released blacksmiths before, but this is a pretty nice looking one, and there's a bunch of blacksmith accessories there, and of course a knight and some more weapons and armor, so that's always excellent. And my stack over here is getting really tall already. Next up are these, some room interior sets for the Princess Castle line. But these are just nice to add interiors, even if you didn't want to collect the princess stuff. But this gives you a nice regal looking bed and carpet and side tables, and so these kind of sets are nice just to add some interior details to your you know, medieval castles or whatever. This is pretty heavy, and the one thing I don't necessarily like about when you get these kind of sets, a lot of these are the direct from Playmobil sets, not released in, you know, toy stores or anything. You can only get them from the website. Is they have these labels on them with the item number, I suppose, but I don't think anywhere on here, from what I've seen previously, there's no identifier to find out what it is. So the only way to find out is to actually open it up. So let's see if we can uncover. Ah, I see, yes. This is the latest new building from their medieval building line. Now, for the life of me, what is this? Tailor Shop. You can kind of tell on that little signage there that it is a tailor's shop. So there's going to be a bunch of accessories and things in there, but that is just another nice Tudor medieval building that you can then add to your medieval landscape. And sometime I'll have to take a video of all of my, you know, castle and village sets all set up. Let's see, here's another one of these room sets. Again, from the Princess line. This one has, you know, some more nice regal furniture, a bathtub, and so that works well. And there's just a ton of little stuff in here too. I think I opened the box up from the bottom, And then just some of these single figure packs. This one I guess was called an Iron Knight. So I don't think you can get him with any other set. He is just a standalone figure, looking good. This I was really excited about. I'm not collecting the pirate sets, but this kind of set just comes with a couple figures, which you could, I suppose, use in kind of a medieval setting, but I liked the structure. Just this kind of old broken kind of fort-looking dockside piece, which would look kind of neat in a medieval setting. So there's all the picture of all the little accessories and the little fort set you get with that. And just a bunch of these Falcon Knight packs. So more Falcon Knights. Yes, definitely building up the Falcon Knight forces. I don't even remember how many of those I got. Probably 3 or so of those. 3 or 4 of them. So again, a couple more. Bolstering the Falcon Knight forces. I just so wish, if you've seen my other videos, you know I'm a big Lego fan. I wish Lego would go back to medieval knights. That's my real want from them right now. Again, here's some more pirate stuff. I know I'm not really collecting the pirate, you know, the big ships or anything, but some of these scallywags will look good as outlaws and stuff. And there's some nice accessories in there as well. These images on the back of these newer sets, you know, aren't really that big. Typically, they're more blown up and you can see them better, but there's just a little image of what comes in that one. Here is another one of those. So what does that make? That 4 of those now. And yes, look at this. I am in love with this set. I think this is what kind of drew me into wanting to get these interior room sets because that just looks regal. With all the furniture, the dining set, all the little pieces, plus the aristocrats. You can use those in your medieval nobleman, you know, town. So that works. We also have a duo pack. I think I got a couple of these. So these are for the existing castle factions, the Hawk Knights and the just the newer style of Lion Knights, I guess they're called now. So that is a nice little set that comes with some accessories and a couple of those figs. Here is a Teepee. So in their Western line, I wanted to kind of do, I guess, an indigenous, oh my gosh, I can't talk, indigenous people's village. And so I bought one of these teepees in this order. There's actually another order coming. You know, I placed Playmobil, I've talked about this before. For whatever reason, they only allow you to do, what, $500 per order? I guess that kind of tells you how much I spent on this stuff. But so to go over that means you have to basically either call in, but of course if it's after hours you can't. You just have to split up your order into 2. So I got more of those teepees and a bunch of other stuff coming later on. And I placed the orders like 20 minutes apart, but one's coming today, Friday, and then the next one's Monday. So that's kind of lame, but what can you do? Then this. Oh, I love this. So they do a whole nativity scene. And one of the really cool things was this 3 wise men or 3 kings or whatever set. So instant, you know, set full of these noble looking kings and their accessories. Oh, that's perfect. I'm not doing a nativity scene with these, but they will look great in just kind of a fantasy medieval setting. Love it. We also have another room interior here. This is kind of a vanity set, but it has a treasure chest and a lot of neat accessory pieces there. There's kind of a small image of it right there. But this is a horse-drawn cart, again for the princess line, but it'll look kind of neat as a regal nobleman's cart or carriage. This, oh my gosh, I just love this. Now, there's not going to be a good image of this anywhere, but what is in this bag is a bunch, it's like a band of outlaws, I think they call it. So there are a bunch of figures in here, random medieval outlaw looking figures. Think of like Robin Hood and his merry men, all the different kind of outlaws. I think there's a friar in here, and there's, I don't know, trees, horses, lots of flagons of ale, tables, chairs, buckets, tons of accessories, tons of random outlaw figures. So when I saw that was a new set they just released, I was like, absolutely. Here we have yet another pirate set. This, I believe, are two females. Two female pirates, lots of treasure, and some other pretty cool accessories. This is one of the eggs, one of the fairy egg sets. So basically just in there is going to be that fairy. And I just thought that'd be cool, kind of mystical to add to a medieval fantasy scene. A lot of this is we are down to the bare bones, small little tiny sets now. So there's going to be more of these, more of those duo packs. Let me just get those out of the way now. So there's another one. I think I got 4 of them, so there's another one. We also have, I love how they do these individual, I guess they're called, what, Special Plus? I don't know what's different about those than some of the other individual figures, but that's a neat little Viking guy with some treasure. And Playmo Friends, they're doing this too, so that's another kind of individual figure blister pack. This is an Indian princess, and so I just thought she would look kind of nice in just kind of a noble ladies setting. Doesn't look like there's any DVDs in here, so that's too bad, but that's okay. And then to go along with the Indigenous Peoples Tribal Village, here are some Native American warriors. Here is a Native American chief. Here are some more Native American warriors. Here is a pirate captain who's turned the wrong way at the moment. Here's a Native American family. Here is, I guess you know, when you have the pirate sets, you also have the Imperial Navy or whatnot. So that's an admiral or an Imperial general. And what is this? Oh, as a freebie, typically you can pick something free. They normally have 1, maybe 2 different freebies. So for this order I picked, I think there was 2 options. There was a boy option, a girl option. Each of them came with a small child figure and a bunch of like dress-up accessories. So in this order I grabbed the boy. There are some accessories in there to dress them up as a knight. And then in my other order I grabbed the girl one. And this, what is this? Is this it? Yes. This is the last set. I don't even know what this is. It looks like an island. Probably pirate related. Oh no! This is the Campfire and Totem pole. So there's no figures in here. It's just, I guess, Native American accessory set. So that's just kind of to outfit the village a little bit. So I'm going to just pull this back a ways, and so you can see here is that tower of stuff. Might look a little grainy, the lighting's not the best. So yeah, that is all the stuff that I got in this particular order, and there's going to be another one coming. Not this big by any means. It was actually some of the larger stuff. There's a castle and some other things in the other order. So I'll probably do a video when that arrives. Maybe not, I don't know. That one might not be as interesting. I just love these huge order unboxings. Just to give you a little peek, though, at this, which I did not unbox. I got this from a few different sellers. That hotel, I don't know if I've talked about it before, but the Playmobil Hotel, oh my gosh, I was in love with it from the first time I saw it. Literally just a gigantic hotel set. Typically it just comes with the base floor and one additional floor, so I got another floor expansion and the luxury suite expansion, and then of course a bunch of add-ons like the shuttle bus, the gift shop, the maid, the luggage guy, and some interior accessory sets. But this is discontinued, so when I was placing this order, I was like, well, I'm definitely going to get that, but it's not on the website anymore. I was too late. So Amazon and eBay to the rescue. I was able to piece this together. Not too bad above, I guess, what it would have been at retail, but it's a shame I couldn't have grabbed it sooner. For some reason, I just wasted too much time. But I just love it. I love this whole hotel vibe. So in total there's 5 rooms here, and I don't know, maybe I'll do a full video of this, probably not though. But I just love the way these little key cards, you know, you actually can take them out and the people can hold them, but you can slip it right into the door there. Otherwise the doors do not open normally, but when you push it down it releases the lock and the door will open. And then it just snaps shut. So very cool. Love it. Love this whole hotel theme they did. And obviously I love the medieval sets they do as well. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I love unboxing this stuff, and I love setting it all up. So again, until next time.